Hi, it's RT from Brown Bear Herbs. I wanted to talk to you today about Gentle and Protective. I love this blend. It's so soothing. I use it when I'm feeling emotionally overwhelmed. I still don't, it's not quite like a regular cigarette, or none of the cigarettes are. So even at the times when I was the most distraught in life and going through really difficult times, at the most I would have like 2 Gentle and Protectives in a day. But usually even on difficult days, I would have 1. And that would really, really help mellow me out emotionally. I also recommend it for psychic overwhelm. So as an extreme example, somebody with schizophrenia often uses tobacco to insulate, protect themselves, using the protective properties of tobacco to calm their symptoms down, which has scientifically been shown to be helpful for the symptoms, but obviously not good for their bodies. And so there are other plants that offer that kind of psychic protection, and raspberry leaf, mullein, and lavender are all helpful for that. So a less extreme example would be like just somebody who's a little bit woo-woo and just feeling the vibes around them a lot and getting overwhelmed occasionally. I feel like it feels very soothing to my aura, like kind of like getting a pet down, and or like a fairy godmother hug or something like that. And raspberry leaf is one of my favorite herbs to compare and contrast how it feels and acts depending on what route you take it or how you take it. So smoked versus drink as tea versus tincture are some examples. And you definitely have different effects from the different ways that you consume it, but it also really feels differently. So if you drink it as a tea, you would get the mineral-rich content. It really has an affinity towards your women's reproductive organs. It's a very soothing and nurturing feeling. Taken as a tincture, it would address the issues of dampness in the body. I like it for if you ever get like little white canker sores in your mouth. It can be because of dampness, and raspberry leaf is a great remedy for that. On the other hand, if you take too much raspberry leaf, it can show. You can have one of them. So a lot of times with herbs, if you get to the point where you have taken it too long, you start to see a little bit of side effects, and that's when you can stop taking it. Maybe you're done, or if you're still having the problem, you can take a break and kind of go down to a lower dose after a few days or a week or so. That's happened to me with a few herbs, but it usually takes quite a while of repetitive use. And then with the smoking the herb, you're getting different properties because it's going to your, it's being absorbed very quickly, and I just feel like you're getting probably some of the astringent properties, but mostly like the soothing, very soothing to your energetic body. So I don't feel it in my like reproductive organs in the same way as when I take it as a tea. I'm not experiencing that, but I'm still experiencing being soothed, but in a different way. And then lavender is really fun to smoke. It doesn't smell like, when you burn it, it does not smell like it does on the bush, but it is a really pleasant smell. So it's a nice one for yourself and for the people around you. Lavender is a wonderful herb because it's balancing. So if you're too amped up, it's calming, and if you're too, like some people get tired and depressed when they're depressed, if you're too sluggish, then it would be stimulating. So it's very peaceful. Mullein is known for its protective properties in addition to its lung helping properties. So this really is like a very simple smoking blend, but very nurturing, comforting, regrouping. I really think of it as a solo smoke, like if you're the type of person who goes off by yourself to smoke. And especially during those moments of feeling too many emotions, I think of it as a Pisces smoke. If you're Pisces and you've had it, you should let me know whether you think that's an apt description or not. For godmother smoke, plug smoke. It's also a great one if you're weaning off of tobacco. You can take less and less tobacco and more of the blend and do your roll your owns, or you can smoke out of a pipe that way, and that's really helpful. So that's a good strategy. And I do know people who like to mix it with marijuana, and they really enjoy that because of like reducing some of the like stresses, like stressful side effects of marijuana. But if you are having like fear associated with marijuana smoking, I recommend taking my Tulsi and Rose tea for a few weeks. That really helps your adrenals, and you could do it long term and be helpful, because a lot of times that's an issue of marijuana like causing stress on the adrenals, and that leads to fight or flight kind of feelings. So I recommend that for those. Those are both options. And mixed with CBD, really great for anxiety. So I had a bunch of people test that one out for me, and they really liked it. So I think it can go great solo or with your favorite stuff. I hope you enjoy it.